The power of love. The past few days, I was really thinking about the word love so deep, because growth comes with love. So I wanted to kind of think deeper about that and really explain how that works and why it works. Okay, so love is a very, very powerful thing because for love, we will do things that we probably never did before for the power of love. So with love comes growth. Okay, so for example, let's say you have an idea that you fell in love with, that you truly, truly fell in love with. I mean, you think about it all day. You can't sleep at night. You wake up in the morning and you have this idea that you really, really want, but you don't know what to do. So, you have a couple of layers of frequency to reach before you get up to that idea. So in the beginning, you get a little excited, you start to do some research, you start to find some information, and now you finally got the right information from this level, you go on to the next one. And every time you find you find the information on one level, you go to the next one, it feels like, man, there's so much left to learn, right? There's so much, I don't know enough. So we learn a little bit more and we go to the next level, and we have to keep going just a little bit more. But most of us don't fall in love enough. You don't love your idea enough yet to keep fighting for that next layer before you truly get to accomplish what you wanted to accomplish, okay? So that love needs to be so strong, and when it's so strong, like it's almost unconditional love, okay? Once you get to an idea that's so, you fell in love with so much, nothing will stop you. You just keep going to the next, just to understand the idea. So everything is really within us. Once we kind of raise our frequency, we can get closer to that success that we want. But now, I wanted to get even deeper than that. So, how we kind of say that like our parents don't understand us, the people that like kind of love us but don't really understand us. Well, I'll tell you a secret. Guess what? If you, let's say, have a parent that doesn't understand you, right? Listen to the beauty of this. Because they love you so much that no, they're trying to understand you. They still want to have conversation with you. But if all you do is raise your frequency, you keep going higher and higher and higher, even though they're not going to be on the same frequency path as you, at the same speed, for them to have a conversation with you, because what you're talking about is, this is your conversation. This is your conversation, right? They don't understand you. They have a barrier right there. This is your conversation. But over time, because of that unconditional love, when you start to change, when you start to raise your frequency, your parents have no choice but to start erasing this limitation. Maybe they're not going to get up here, but they have to. They must do that. For that unconditional love will force them to go to the next level, just to understand you, just to have a phone conversation with you. Because if all you talk about is stuff like this, you have a phone conversation with me, all I talk about is knowledge. So for you to understand me, you need to start learning a little knowledge, otherwise we can't talk. And that's what happens, that you start to lose contact with people because there's less stuff to talk about. But to keep that relationship, your parents have no choice because you're their kid. So if you start raising yourself, your parents start raising themselves. So you need to understand, stop blaming them for all these things. Raise yourself, and because they love you, they have no choice but to raise themselves. Now it works the same way with ideas, right? So if your idea is so high up, I mean, guys, you're trying to be the top 5-10% of the world, it's gonna be hard, okay? But you gotta fall in love with that idea so much that there is no barrier there. It can't stop you. It can't block you. It will try, but it cannot block you forever. So once you start erasing that, there's more to learn. You gotta keep fighting. You gotta keep fighting. But the love has to be so strong, because with love equals growth. I finally understand how to really explain that. With love comes growth, because when you love something so much that you have no choice to understand that next level, to understand the next generation, you need to grow. But you have to fall in love with it first, because that's the only thing that's strong enough to make you get out of your comfort zone. Love is so strong. Otherwise, if it's not love, that's the high frequency. The other thing that will make you move is super hard, strong pain. You don't want that to be the only reason you start to move up. You want to be with love. You understand? So with love comes growth, guys. So hey, what are you going to fall in love with? Thank you. See you on the next one.